is a proud corporate partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Unstoppable. The excitement of Texas Tech men's basketball. KMAX Red Raider Nation presents Countdown to Tip-Off.
I did not like the idea of playing Big 12 games before Christmas. You know, if we were sitting here 2-0 right now, I'd probably be a huge fan of the 2 pre-Christmas games, but we're not. Just in my mind, you asked the question, I'll answer it. Personally, I like the more traditional Big 12 play in January and February and March.
Hello and welcome into Red Raider Nation's Countdown to Tip-Off. David Collier alongside Eric Kelly as we get you ready for the second start of Big 12 play, right?
Exactly,
got a couple under the belt. Of course, Chris Beard there telling us about it. This is what he likes to call an 18-round fight, right? Got a couple under his belt, as he alluded to there. Now just the 16-round fight, and I guess the judges, they won one and then they lost
16-round fight since he told us, and we are just saying that, usually we'd be talking about at the start of the season. Now we're talking about game 3 of the Big 12 season.
And 11 of the year. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll take a look at Texas Tech's next opponent later today, those Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Yeah, also ahead, we'll hear from Kevin McCullar after getting his first game of the season as he returns from that ankle injury.
And later, it's the first crashing the boards of the basketball season. It has a different name during football season. This makes a little more sense.
I know. We need more blocking. We need to figure out more football terms. We'll get it eventually. So as he mentioned, first crashing the boards, but not the first Big 12 contest of any kind for Chris Beard and his Red Raiders because of COVID times. Texas Tech already with 2 conference games in that rearview mirror, and it was a story of 2 games that came down to the final shot for this team, for the other team on the other side. But the result column looking completely different. Red Raiders opened up with Kansas, had a chance to win, but that Terrence Shannon Jr. jump shot came up short, as it was definitely designed. Then you hit the road in Norman. Texas Tech trying to close out a game with a rebound off a free throw, but Austin Reeves, normally good, misses the point-blank look. So 2 tough tests with this young team looking to keep growing off a 1-1 start.
I think every coach and every player and every team feel the same way, but especially us. I think, 5 or 6 of our 8 guys that are playing the majority of the minutes right now are new players. We're literally just trying to get better each day, whether it be individual work, weight room, team practice, or games are an opportunity to try to get better as well. Each individual player try to play their best game of the year, offensively and defensively and special teams, make sure our team gets better as a team, as a unit.
Special teams, we're back in football season.
I know, right?
All right, now they face Oklahoma State, a team that comes to Lubbock 6-2 on the season. Those losses coming to start conference play for them against TCU, then 11th ranked Texas. The Pokes also young and playing well despite being so young. Head coach Mike Boynton has just 1 senior, 2 juniors on this entire roster. The group's still learning to play together along the way.
You look at it, and before Christmas, you look up and you're 0-2 in conference play. So, but by a total of 4 points, right? And so 2 one-possession games where, neither one of them we played poorly in. We haven't shot the ball well, but we did some good things. But we have to understand the sense of urgency that, where are those 4 or 5 or 6 possessions in each game that we can be better at to make the end result different. Those are things, the nuance that you just with young guys that got to go through. And so I'm happy that we were back and able to focus the last week on ourselves. We've had some really good practices. And I look forward to seeing us get back out there and compete on Saturday.
As Oklahoma State offense actually comes to town, averaging just under 77 points a game, one of the top teams rather in the Big 12. Chris Beard, meanwhile, getting another key part of that defense back earlier this week with the return of Kevin McCullar. The redshirt sophomore missed the first 9 games with a high ankle sprain he suffered during the preseason. Came off the bench to score 11 points, which was tied for the team high against Incarnate Word. Also pulled down 3 offensive rebounds, added 2 assists as well in his first 12 minutes of action this season.
It was hard at times, but, everybody around me here in the program just kept me positive and just kept telling me, just keep grinding, it's going to be okay. And, it was a big game for me. It was an emotional game to finally be back out there.
You guys see the first time he gets the ball, he gets an assist, feeding the ball to Marcus in the post. That wasn't by accident. Kev knows how to play the game. I thought he was playing as well as any young player in college basketball last year, the last month of the season. I have very, very high expectations for Kev, and I thought tonight was a great first step.
Red Raiders also getting some nice contributions from Marcus Santos Silva since he had that scoreless game against Kansas, his first since his freshman season at VCU back in 2018. I hear his field goal range is finally comfortable at 45 plus. In the 2 games after the fact, averaging 14.5 points and 5.5 rebounds per contest, looking more and more like that experienced high major grad transfer the Red Raiders recruited to add a big-time post presence.
Yeah, I think the scoreless outing is the exception. You know, that's not Marcus. So when you play over 100-something college basketball games, you're going to have some from time to time that just don't make sense. But, you know, if he gets the minutes that we all want him to play, you know, he's a double-double guy.
We've seen that down low was working, and what Bear says playing through me was working, and just working as a team, I was able to find my teammates, and my teammates were able to find me. So it was really good that we was able to play all together today.
All right, time now to fill in the blank with our boy Phil Mayer, and you know he's a work in progress, as Coach Beard likes to say. You know we've graduated from the newsroom live shot, and Phil joins us now live here in studio. Phil, Texas Tech's defense obviously solid. This is nothing new across the board, but there is one area that impresses you, and that one area is blank.
Forcing turnovers, and the Red Raiders have forced 19.6 turnovers per game so far this season. That's one of the best marks in the nation. And when you compare that to their offense, look at their turnover margin, that's even better. That's the 3rd best mark in the country. And if you just look at this roster, there's so many guys with length, athleticism, high IQs. I mean, Terrence Shannon, Kevin McCullough coming back, Nimari Burnett, even as a freshman, has done a great job of getting steals and forcing turnovers. And Chris Beard's gone to that full-court press look a few times this season, and that has really kept opponents uncomfortable. And when you look at a team like Oklahoma State, who has Cade Cunningham, a freshman, handling the ball a lot, he's averaging 3.6 turnovers per game. I think that's an area where Texas Tech could exploit Oklahoma State today.
That might be something that Coach Adams worked on quite a bit during these last few weeks. All right, Phil, we'll check back in with you in a bit. Meanwhile, time for a quick break here on Countdown to Tip-Off. Up next, we look at the man Phil just referenced, that Cowboys' fantastic freshman and preseason All-American, Cade Cunningham.
Phil, the lighting looks really good on you. Plus, why Oklahoma State, specifically the Cowboys guards, could give the Red Raiders issues on the glass today.